How many times have you thought, I would save and invest if only I earned more money? This is one of the most common excuses people give themselves, and it's the reason so many never begin their financial journey. But here's the truth. Saving and investing are not about how much you earn. They're about what you do with what you already have. Even with a small salary, you can take powerful steps to build wealth and create a brighter financial future. Think about it this way. If you can learn to manage a small income wisely, you'll be unstoppable when your income grows. Wealth doesn't start with a big paycheck. It starts with discipline, strategy, and the right mindset. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide to saving and investing even with a small salary. By the end, you'll see that the size of your paycheck doesn't have to define the size of your dreams. We'll break down exactly how to track your money, cut unnecessary expenses without feeling deprived, build a savings habit, and start investing in ways that are simple, safe, and effective. I'll share practical examples you can apply today, not someday in the future. So if you're ready to prove to yourself that financial freedom is possible no matter where you start, hit the like button, subscribe to Draw My Money, and let's dive in. Step 1. Track and understand every dollar. The very first step to saving and investing with a small salary is awareness. You cannot improve what you don't measure. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They know the amount they burn, but if you ask them how much they spend on food delivery, subscriptions, or impulse buys each month, they wouldn't be able to answer. That lack of clarity is the reason money keeps slipping through their fingers. Think of it like this. If your wallet had a small hole in the bottom, you'd notice your cash disappearing, right? That's exactly what happens with untracked spending. You're working hard, but money is leaking away on things you don't even remember buying. So your first mission is to track every dollar for at least one full month. Write down your income and every single expense, no matter how small. Bought a $2 coffee? Write it down. Paid for a streaming service you barely use? Write it down. Use an app, a notebook, or a simple spreadsheet. The tool doesn't matter. Consistency does. Here's what usually happens. Once you see the numbers, you realize there are hidden leaks everywhere. Maybe you're spending $100 a month on food delivery without noticing. Maybe you're paying for 3 subscriptions but only use 1. Those small amounts might not seem like much, but over a year, they can add up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That money could be your ticket to savings and investments. And here's the key, don't judge yourself during this process. The goal is not to feel guilty about your past spending, it's to shine a light on your habits so you can make better choices moving forward. Step 2. Cut smart, not hard. The second step in saving and investing with a small salary is learning how to reduce expenses strategically. Most people, when they hear cut expenses, think it means living a miserable life. No coffee, no fun, no enjoyment. But that's not the goal. The goal is to cut smart, not hard. You don't need to eliminate joy, you need to eliminate waste. Here's the reality. The average person spends a surprising amount of money on things they don't even value. Think about it. How many times have you paid for a subscription you forgot to cancel or eaten out when you had food at home, only to feel guilty afterward? These aren't moments of true happiness. They're habits of convenience that quietly drain your wealth. The secret is to focus on the big leaks instead of obsessing over every penny. For example, if you cut 2 or 3 unused subscriptions, you might save $20 or $30 a month. If you reduce eating out from 4 times a week to just once, you might save another $100 or $200 a month. Those changes don't make you feel deprived, but they free up significant money for savings and investments. Here's a practical strategy. Apply the 80-20 rule to your spending. Identify the 20% of expenses that are creating 80% of your financial leaks. Often it's things like eating out, impulse shopping, or transportation. Tackle those first. And remember, the goal isn't to cut everything forever. It's to redirect your money toward things that actually serve your goals. Instead of spending $100 on random purchases, imagine putting that money into an investment that could grow to thousands over the next few years. That's not sacrifice, that's choosing freedom over short-term convenience. Draw my money tip. Every dollar you stop wasting is a soldier you can send to fight for your financial freedom. Step 3. Build a habit of saving consistently. Now that you've tracked your money and cut out the unnecessary leaks, The next step is to turn saving into a non-negotiable habit. And here's the truth. Saving isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Even with a small salary, saving consistently can change your life, because consistency always beats intensity. Most people make the mistake of saying, "I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month." But let's be honest, usually there's nothing left. The bills, the shopping, the little treat-yourself moments, they eat up everything. That's why the wealthy use a different approach called paying yourself first. Here's how it works. The moment you get paid, you set aside a percentage of your income, even if it's just 5% or 10%, and move it into savings before you touch anything else. Think of it as an automatic bill, but instead of paying Netflix or your credit card company, you're paying your future self. And don't underestimate small amounts. Let's say you save just $50 a month. That might not sound like much, but over a year, that's $600. Over 5 years, that's $3,000. And if you invest that money, the growth multiplies even more thanks to compound interest. Small, steady actions create massive results over time. Here's a practical trick. Automate your savings. Set up a direct transfer from your checking account to a savings account every payday. This way, you don't have to rely on willpower. It happens automatically, and when it's automated, it becomes painless. Remember, the habit is more important than the amount. If you can prove to yourself that you can save $50 consistently, scaling up to 100 or 200 when your income grows will be easy. Draw my money tip. It's not about the size of your savings today. It's about building the muscle that will make you wealthy tomorrow. Step 4. Start investing small but smart. Saving gives you stability, but investing gives you growth. If you only save, your money sits there slowly losing value because of inflation. But when you invest, your money starts to multiply. It works for you day and night, creating opportunities you could never reach through saving alone. And the good news is, you don't need a big salary to begin investing. You can start small and still build wealth over time. Most people think investing is only for the rich, the ones with thousands of dollars lying around, but that's not true anymore. Today, with modern platforms and apps, you can start investing with as little as $10 or $20. The key is to start where you are, not to wait until you feel ready. The first principle of smart investing is understanding compound growth. Imagine planting a single seed. That seed grows into a tree, and the tree produces fruit with more seeds, which you plant again. Over time, you don't just have one tree, you have an entire forest. That's how your investments grow if you give them time. Here's a simple example. If you invest $100 a month into an index fund that earns an average of 7% per year, after 10 years you'd have about $17,000. After 20 years, that turns into almost $50,000. That's the magic of consistency and time, and it works even if you start small. As a beginner with a small salary, focus on low-cost, diversified investments like index funds or ETFs. They allow you to spread your money across many companies, reducing your risk while still giving you solid growth. If your job offers a retirement account with an employer match, take advantage of it. That's literally free money you don't want to miss. Step 5. Protect your progress and stay consistent. You've tracked your money, cut the leaks, built the saving habit, and started investing. But here's the reality. None of it will last if you don't protect your progress. Life is unpredictable. A medical bill, a car repair, or even a job loss can throw you off track if you're not prepared. That's why protecting your financial progress is just as important as building it. The first shield is your emergency fund. This is not a nice to have. It's essential. Aim to save at least 3 months of living expenses in a separate account you don't touch, unless it's truly an emergency. Even if you can only save a little at a time, every contribution adds up. This fund gives you peace of mind because you know one unexpected expense won't push you back into debt. The second shield is insurance. It may not sound exciting, but it's your safety net. Health insurance protects you from massive medical costs. Auto insurance saves you from accidents, and if you have a family depending on you, life insurance ensures they'll be taken care of no matter what. Wealthy people don't see insurance as an expense. They see it as protection for their financial future. Think of your financial journey like building a wall, one brick at a time. If you keep laying bricks, even slowly, you'll eventually have something solid and unbreakable. But if you stop every time you feel tired or frustrated, you'll never see the wall completed. Protecting your progress means committing to the process no matter what. Draw my money tip. Building wealth is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Protect your progress and consistency will carry you to financial freedom. You've now walked through the complete step-by-step guide to saving and investing with a small salary. First, you tracked and understood every dollar so you could see exactly where your money was going. Then, you cut smart, not hard, freeing up cash without sacrificing your quality of life. After that, you built a habit of saving consistently, proving to yourself that wealth is about discipline, not just income. You then learned how to start investing small but smart, letting your money work for you through the power of compound growth. And finally, you committed to protecting your progress and staying consistent, building a shield around your finances so setbacks don't erase your progress. So here's my challenge. Don't just watch this video and move on. Choose one step, whether it's tracking your expenses, setting up your first savings transfer, or opening your first investment account, and take action before this day ends. Because every day you wait is another day lost, but every action you take moves you closer to financial freedom. If this video gave you clarity and motivation, hit the like button, subscribe to Draw My Money, and share it with someone who needs this message. And remember, financial freedom doesn't depend on the size of your salary. It depends on the size of your commitment. Start today, and your future self will thank you.